So you have an Integra wing, or any car for that matter, that has studs that look like this. You cannot use this. How do you go from this to that? Let's find out today. Okay, so here's everything you'll need for this. First things first, you're gonna need an assortment of drill bits. Get yourself a kit, something like this, that'll make life a lot easier because buying individual bits is not the right move. Get these bits sized all the way up to 9/32. Make sure they're good for metal because we are drilling out metal. The next thing you're gonna need are rivets. I've gone and purchased an assortment of rivets or just like that, but the size that I ended up using were M6 size rivets. With that, you'll also need an M6 size rivet gun with the M6 adapter. Now, I should say, sorry, rivet guns are generally universal. They come with an assortment of sizes of these bits that you can attach, these adapters. Make sure you get one that has an M6 or whichever size is applicable to your rivet. With that, you'll also need a screw with washers. Now, for demonstration purposes, I have a Phillips head screw. I obviously will not be using a Phillips head for the purposes of mounting the wing, but this threads directly in there. Make sure you grab a hex bit, that'll give you a bit more leverage, and a washer such that you're not ripping it apart. The other thing I would highly suggest getting is a bit of goop. Goop will help basically make sure that this is strong. We don't want these rivets coming out. Rivets can handle a lot of pressure, so please do your research on this. But the automotive industry has been using rivets for quite some time for anywhere that you don't have a threaded hole. So I trust that the rivet can hold on the wing. But for added safety, I've also gone ahead and bought some adhesive and sealant. Now, this adhesive is good for plastic and metal, which is important because your rivets are going to be metal, whether that be aluminum or steel or whatever. But the holes that you're drilling out are going to be in plastic. So keep that in mind, that your adhesive should be good for both aluminum and plastic. I bought this Goop brand that's specifically made for automobiles, and it's black, so it won't even show when it's in there. The other thing I would highly suggest getting is some penetrating fluid, or you grab some cutting fluid. What this will help you do is, as you're drilling, you don't want to put a lot of pressure onto the drill bits. They will snap, they will break because they get hot. Having some penetrating fluid or some cutting fluid will help you drill these out much faster. So with that, let's start drilling. We're going to start with the smallest bit. Get yourself a center punch if you can. If your drill bit starts walking off to the left, to right, up and down, make sure you use a center punch. Make sure you have a good drill. I know people are going to make fun of me. DeWalt is what I use. I also have a Ryobi one just in case, but these tools are very handy. If you have an electric one, even better. What I found is the battery one is just a bit more maneuverable, so I prefer that. But this is everything you'll need to get the job started. And with that, make sure you're drilling right in the center of the broken stud. If yours is not broken, just like this one, try to crack this loose without snapping it. If you do snap it, it'll turn into that, and then you have to drill it out. As you can see, I'm done drilling the first drill bit through the hole, and now I'm going to step it up to the second one. Okay, so we're done drilling out the second step bit. What I'm hoping for is that the head of this breaks off. So as you can see, there's like a little flat washer style kind of bit. I'm just hoping that breaks off. Okay, so it looks like now it has broken off. There we go. Which is what we want. We want to take this off. And as you can see, there's a stud inside. Now, being that this is plastic and these are metal, we basically want to drill this out completely. We just want to get rid of it because it's no longer useful for us. So we're going to continue drilling and just push this all the way through. Now, eventually you would have drilled all the way up to the 9/32 bit, as I mentioned, and your drill hole will be ready to accept the rivet that we talked about. Before we install this rivet, however, what we're going to do is add a bit of goop just so that the rivet can seal right up against the hole. The next thing you're going to need is rivets and a rivet gun. Now you can pick this up off of Amazon. There's assortment, there's different sizes that you can get. In my case, what I found that works best are the rivets size M6, which I can take one out for reference. Looks like that. And what you're gonna need is a rivet gun that has an M6 adapter. And that's it. I've installed the other rivet. The only other extra step that I've taken is to put a bit more adhesive sealant around it. Now, this is just another precautionary step I'm taking because the wind is going to hit this wing quite hard, and I just don't want it to fall off. This adhesive is supposedly very strong, very good reviews. So I've added a bit more on the outside, which I'm going to also do here as well. But that's it. Once you've done that, let it cure for 24 hours. And once it's fully cured, you can then grab your new screws and your washer, and essentially from the underside, you can thread this right into your new rivet, your new threaded holes. That's it though. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and have a great night.